Harlan David Sanders was born on September 9, 1890, in a four-room house located 3 miles, 5 kilometers east of Henryville, Indiana. Unfortunately, when Sanders was 5 in 1895, his father died. His mother got work in a tomato cannery, and the young Harlan was left to look after and cook for his siblings. This was how David Sanders fell in love with cooking. However, Sanders would spend the next 57 years of his life trying to make money doing several other things other than cooking. He worked as a fireman, he sold life insurance, he practiced law, worked as a secretary, a filling station operator, a steam engine stroker, and later as a salesman for the Michelin Tire Company. Sanders even established a ferry boat company which operated a boat on the Ohio River. None of these jobs or business ventures would, however, make Harlan happy and successful until he went back to cooking in the year 1952 when he started the Kentucky Fried Chicken at the age of 62. You see, Ellen DeGeneres said, "Find out who you are and be that person. That's what your soul was put on this earth to be." Your primary job as a human is to find out who you are. The most important duty of your young life is to figure out what you were created to do, because until you figure out what you were born to do, you can never be happy, successful, or rich. I know you've heard it said several times that you need to follow your passion if you want to be successful, but many young people don't know why this advice is important. So let me explain to you. You see, when people are doing what they love, they no longer see such a thing as work or a job. When people follow their passion, they spend more time working, studying, and experimenting in that line of their passion. Since these people commit more time to their work without knowing, they usually end up with far better results than anyone who isn't as passionate as they are. Find out who you are and be that person. That's what your soul was put on this earth to be. Warwick.ac.uk published a study where economists at the University of Warwick carried out several experiments to test the idea that happy employees work harder. In the laboratory, they found that happiness made people around 12% more productive. Professor Andrew Oswald, Dr. Eugenio Proto, and Dr. Daniel Segroy from the Department of Economics at the University of Warwick led the research. The study, to be established in the Journal of Labor Economics, included 4 different experiments with more than 700 participants. During the experiments, a number of the participants were either shown a comedy movie clip or treated to free chocolate, drinks, and fruits. Others were questioned about recent family tragedies, such as bereavements, to assess whether lower levels of happiness were later associated with lower levels of productivity. At the end of the day, it was found that when people are happy, they are more productive. In February of 2015, ResearchGate.net published a study that shows that the happier people are, the more creative they become. What does this tell you? Well, when you find out who you are and choose a career around what you're truly passionate about, you'll immediately have 3 big advantages over everyone else. First, you'll work harder because what you're doing doesn't feel like work. Second, studies show that you'll be 12% more productive than most people because you'll be much more engaged with what you love. Third, the ResearchGate.net study shows that you'll be more creative. With these 3 advantages, you'll be far more likely to succeed than other people who are competing with you. Find out who you are and be that person. That's what your soul was put on this earth to be. When I was 19 years old, I got an admission to a polytechnic to study accounting. Within a year, I became one of the best students in my school, and I loved the glory that came with that title. However, deep within me, I knew I wouldn't be happy building a career around accounting. I love building stuff. I love experimenting with new things, and I love selling. Even though I was the best student in the accounting class, building a career around accounting means calculating money for other people and corporations. I didn't see how that would make me happy, so I left school to pursue my entrepreneurial passion. Today, the best source of joy for me is my work. I love my work because it involves day-to-day activities that seem like play to me. Find out who you are and be that person. That's what your soul was put on this earth to be. Find out who you are. Don't just pursue a career because everyone says you can make money in it. Don't just accept what society throws at you. True success won't come to you until you find out who you are and what makes you happy, and be courageous enough to follow that. Find out who you are and be that person. That's what your soul was put on this earth to be.